Hello guys, welcome to Deeper Depth. I am Raghavendra. Today in this video, I am going to discuss about the details of fictitious asset. Actually, I have received few doubts related to this fictitious asset. So before getting into the doubts, first we'll discuss what is this fictitious asset is. Before that, if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press bell icon. Fictitious asset. So the term fictitious means imaginary, fake, unreal. So whenever we say fictitious asset, we say that it is a fake asset, imaginary asset, unreal asset. So why we are calling it as an asset even though it doesn't have any properties of an asset? That is, it is not a resource to earn the cash flows for the company. It cannot be owned. It doesn't have any market value. Still we call it as an asset. So I'll explain this with an example. So before getting into the example, I want to give 2 points. One is, fictitious assets are deferred revenue expenditure. And the second point is, fictitious assets are intangible assets. After the example, I'll link these 2 points. Suppose I have a manufacturing company and my product is X energy drink. And I want to promote this product in the television. For that purpose, I want to make a contract with the sports person so that I can make a shoot with him and I can use that shoot as an advertisement. So if I make a contract with a sports person, let's say for 5 years, and he may charge 5 crores. 5 years, 5 crores. So according to the agreement, if I pay 5 crores as of now, immediately he'll give a shoot for me and I can use that shoot for the next 5 years. So as a company, I don't want to show this 5 crores as an expense in this current accounting period. So what I'll do is, I will amortize this whole amount, 5 crores, till the tenure of the period. I'll amortize it till the tenure of the period, that is 5 crores. Means, I will show 1 crore as an expense in this current accounting period, even though I incurred 5 crores as an expense. And the balance 4 crores, I will show in the form of fictitious asset under the asset column. Again in the second year, I will deduct 1 crore from the fictitious asset and I will show that 1 crore as an expense in the second year. And the balance 3 crores I will show in the form of fictitious asset under the asset column. So in this way, I will amortize the whole value till the tenure of the period. So why I am doing this? Why? Because I don't want to change the trends of the profit of a company because of this abnormal expenditure. So this is what the fictitious assets about. You will be more clarified when we discuss the doubts. So before that, we'll discuss the 2 points which I made before the example. That is, fictitious assets are deferred revenue expenditure. So what is this deferred revenue expenditure? Deferred revenue means postponed your revenue. Deferred revenue expenditure means postponed your revenue by incurring some expenditure in this current accounting period. Means you incur some expenditure in this current accounting period and you will get the benefit of this expenditure maybe in the next year or next multiple years. So when we see in the example, as of now, if I pay 5 crores, I'll get the benefit and I can use that benefit till the next 5 years. So that's the reason we call this fictitious assets as deferred revenue expenditure. And the second is, fictitious assets are intangible assets. Why? Because fictitious assets can't be seen and can't be touched. So that's the reason we call it as an intangible assets. Now we will discuss the doubts. The first doubt is fictitious asset and the goodwill are same? No, they are not same even though they are intangible assets. Why? Because goodwill has market value whereas fictitious asset doesn't have any market value. So the second doubt is fictitious asset and the prepaid expense are same? No, they are not same. There is a thin line difference between these two. So first we'll discuss what is this prepaid expenses. Prepaid expense means you incur some expenditure in this current accounting period and you may receive your goods or the service maybe in the next year or maybe in next multiple years. So a bit confused, right? So once we'll discuss this prepaid expense in detail. So prepaid expense can be divided into two. One is long-term prepaid expense. The second is short-term prepaid expense. So generally we won't use these terms. Most of them they use that. For long-term prepaid expense, they use that deferred revenue expenditure. For short-term, we use prepaid expense. What is this? By this we can say that by default we are assuming that prepaid expense is for short-term. Is only a short-term. But in general, we will have long-term prepaid expense also. So, and remember guys, long-term prepaid expense is subset of deferred revenue expenditure. So again in the deferred revenue expenditure you will have many elements like fictitious asset, long-term prepaid expense, exceptional losses. So instead of taking all, I took only two, that is fictitious asset and long-term prepaid expense. So now we will find what is the difference between these two. Now we will get into this example. In the first example, what was my agreement? I have to make, if I pay this 5 crores as of now, immediately the sports person gives me a shoot and I can use that shoot for the next 5 years. Suppose if I make changes in this contract, like for every year he has to give me one new shoot. Means if I pay 5 crores as of now, immediately he'll give one shoot and I can use that shoot as an advertisement for that for this first year. Again in this beginning of the second year, again he will give one more shoot for me so that I can use that shoot as an advertisement for the second year. So in this way he has to give me 5 shoots for every year, that is for 5 years. So when you see this both example, what is the difference between these two? The difference is, in the first example, if I pay 5 crores, I got all the service from this sports person. There is no service pending from the side of the sports person in the first example. Whereas when you see in the second example, if I pay 5 crores as of now, I am getting only part of service in this current accounting period. Still there is a service pending from the side of the sports person. So because of this service pending difference, we term this, we'll name this first example as a fictitious asset, because there is no service pending. So, and according to the definition of prepaid expense, we will treat this second example as long-term prepaid expenditure. Why? Because there is a service pending from the side of the sports person. So that was the difference between these two. And the third doubt is legal advisory expense can be a fictitious asset. Actually, when you see the examples of fictitious asset and examples of prepaid asset, there will be one common example, that is advertisement expenditure. So advertisement expenditure can be fictitious asset as well as prepaid expense, but it completely depends upon the agreement what you made, whether it is service pending or whether it is whether service is not pending. Depend upon that, it will be categorized into fictitious asset or prepaid expense. But when you see this legal advisory expenditure, it can't be fictitious asset. Why? Because suppose if a company made a contract with the legal advisory for 5 years. For 5 years, the legal advisor can't give his whole 5 years service at a single time, because it completely depends upon the situation and the need of a company. So based on that, he will provide his service. He can't give his whole service at a single time. So that's the reason legal advisory can be a long-term prepaid expense, but it can't be fictitious asset. I hope I cleared all your doubts. If you have still doubts related to this, please let me know through the comment box. I hope you all been clarified related to this fictitious asset. If you are still watching this video, then please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press bell icon, because this motivates me to make more videos. That's all guys. See you in the next video with a new topic. Thank you.